This is a very important news to the African nations. In fact, the US is now at the center again. Just as many were saying that Russia is trying to make a dominant force in Africa, the United States has announced that they seek to improve their relations with African continent and probably also to expand. However, 4 nations have been excluded from this AGOA because AGOA, which is aimed at expiring in 2024, will be renewed, and African nations are pushing for a 10-year extension. I'll play you this video so I can actually understand what AGOA stands for and the impact it will make. The United States of America is excluding 4 African nations. One is Uganda, the next one is Niger, Gabon, and Central African Republic. Now, why Uganda? Uganda because the US is angry with Uganda for the anti-gay law that was enacted by the Uganda's parliament and also put in force by the President Yoweri Museveni. But I have a question here. America stands for democracy. America states that before anything is done, the view or the voices of the majority must actually count. And now in Uganda, the members of parliament were voted by their people. The people voted their members of parliament. The members of parliament unanimously voted to enact an anti-LGBT law, which is a democratic process. But why are they being punished for following democracy? Because if Uganda, which is a nation that is presumed to have democracy, the contextual West democracy, that has people that go to the ballot to cast their ballot, that has its leaders being selected in the electoral process, whether it is at the level of the state assembly or whichever level, or the municipal level or the county level. Now, when these people are elected, whatever decisions they take, it is presumed under a democratic process that they are acting in conformity with the people based on the fact that they are the people's representative. Now, I don't understand this aspect, why the US have decided to silence or to remove Uganda out of AGOA. Yes, of course, AGOA, maybe Uganda can succeed without AGOA, but why is it that it is tied towards the enactment of the law voted in a democratic process? Now, which means that the United States must be clear in what they think is democracy, and also if democracy stands for the fact that people go to ballot to vote. So if we look at all this context, therefore, one is tempted to say that there is much to this that meet the eye. The second aspect is Niger. Niger went through a military coup, a bloodless military coup, where no one was killed. And now the US is stating that the process under which Niger carried out this coup is unconstitutional. And that's why they have been excluded from AGOA. The next nation that has been excluded from the AGOA is also the Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is working closely with Russia. In fact, Russia has the mercenary or the Wagner group is in Central African Republic. And so according to the US, that Central African Republic is violating the rights of its people and thus is not eligible for AGOA. And now the last stop is Gabon. Gabon also recently experienced a military coup where their president was seen doing a video. Their deposed president was seen doing a video saying that please make some noise on social media. I'm talking about Ali Bongo. That makes some noise on social media. And now the reason why Gabon is being excluded is because of the military coup. Because the US says Gabon must show proof of a democratic process before being included in AGOA.